Hi, this is Shelly. Welcome to the Gray Wren Nest. In this video, I'm sharing the story of my quilting journey, starting with my very first quilt that I pieced together and then using a straight stitch down the seams to secure it together like a sandwich. Didn't turn out too bad, but then I wanted to test my skills and move on. I kept thinking of ideas of what to do next, but I just wasn't happy with free motion quilting with my skill level. I'm a perfectionist and I like a perfect design, so I thought I would be creative and try quilting on my PRS 100 embroidery machine. And this is how it turned out with a couple of my quilts. You can see the back stitches in this quilt here. Notice how I'm not getting a real even stitch and my tension was off a little. Well, I tried everything under the sun. I even purchased a new bobbin to tighten up the tension on it so I didn't ruin my regular bobbin that I was using for my regular embroidery. So I got it working a little bit better and I continued to make these quilts here. I thoroughly enjoyed making them for my grandchildren. But there was just this nagging desire to try something more, but I just wasn't quite sure what that something more was. So I stuck with my PRS 100 embroidery machine and just utilized the 8x8 Mighty Hoop. And but then I decided, I thought, well, I'm going to practice using more of a pieced design. And so I developed this one. I digitized this one on my with my digitizing equipment, and was pretty satisfied with how it was coming together. But once again, the back was not as pretty. The tension was still off, but I kept chugging away, putting my pieces together. The front of the quilt is absolutely gorgeous with the design, and I loved how the front looked. But the back is actually a separate piece using the quilt as you go method. There are a lot of videos out there, and so I gave it a try. So after making all my Christmas quilts, I made those in like around July and August. The holidays started rolling around and we were coming into fall and loving and being inspired for all of the wonderful colors of autumn. And so I decided to try the pumpkin harvest quilt from the basket, the pattern basket. And isn't this adorable? This is when I really started taking more pictures of the progress and starting to take a little more pride, I guess you would say, in my work, thinking, hey, I think I really like this. I'm really enjoying the process. So I started sharing more and more pictures on my Facebook with my family and friends. And then my daughter, she goes camping, and I wanted to make her a quilt when she goes camping. And so then this pattern is called Sunflowers. And I thoroughly enjoyed this one. This was a quick sew because the blocks were so big. You'll notice I'm still using the embroidery method to quilt my quilts together. But it's turning out gorgeous. I'm just not really satisfied with the back stitches, but they're still okay. I just, in the back of my mind, I kept thinking there has to be a better way, but I haven't gotten there yet. My oldest daughter and I own the Gray Wren. She owns the Gray Wren and I own the Gray Wren Nest. And I thought it was fitting to make her the sparrow quilt. It just reminded me of the bird that we use on our logo as a design. And I'm getting better at my quilting piecing together, starting to really hone in on my skills. You can see my quilt blocks are getting a little bit more square each time. And look how this is turning out. I almost didn't want to give it to her, to be honest with you. I wanted to keep it for myself. but she didn't let me. So I staged it around the house for a couple pictures, and then I finally gifted it to her. After I got all the girls' quilts done in the family, I decided I couldn't leave out the guys. Plus, I needed a reason to quilt some more. So I made this lovely boat day pattern by the pattern basket again. Enjoying every minute, and look what came into the picture. A long armor. Can you believe it? I did this with a Unique 16X Elite long arm on a Grace rolling frame, Q-Zone Queen rolling frame. And ta-da, that right there, that machine filled that longing that I had for perfect stitches, beautiful quilting experience, and I am totally satisfied. This was my first quilt, and this was my second quilt that I made. Just had to get in one for me there, you know. Even though I was making them for the guys, I decided I needed one for my Christmas ladder there. And so now I'm back to making them for my grandsons again. This was a whole cloth quilt, and the first time using Minky as the back. I was a little nervous, but it turned out beautiful. And I'm getting better with my binding too on quilts. My first quilts had self-binding, and this is actual binding that you're supposed to do on quilts. So here is my Christmas quilt for me. It's called The Knitted Star by Lo and Behold, and it was a rather ambitious quilt to do, but I had my Christmas holiday away from my job. I had a 2-week vacation, and I stayed in my sewing room and worked on this quilt here. Took me about 2 full weeks to get it done. But isn't it gorgeous? I just love it. And here is the beautiful stitching. Once again, this is an automated stitching edge to edge. It's called Quilt Motion, QCT6 Quilt Motion, edge to edge automation. And look at that holiday picture. I can't wait for Christmas to come around again next year because I want to use it. The next quilt here, I had a friend who had an old quilt and wanted me to upcycle it into something. So I took the really good pieces, and I'm on this quilting spree, so I decided to turn it into a better quilt, one that she can keep around for ages, for the next generations to keep. I believe her grandmother made this for her, the original quilt for her, and then I started doing it this way. This is another edge-to-edge pattern from my Quilt Motion, QCT6 automation. Isn't that gorgeous? And the interesting thing here is I used a sheet on the back. The sheet was actually a real soft flannel style sheet, and it was just wonderful to use. With a few days left of my Christmas break, I thought I would focus on my great-grandchild that is due in April. And the theme of the baby shower is dinosaurs. Bet you couldn't guess that one. She loves vibrant colors, and I thoroughly enjoyed making this. This one has Minky backing, and the other one has a dinosaur backing. This one is the pieced version, and then I'm making the whole cloth version here. Yes, I made them 2 quilts because I'm on this quilt spree, getting all the quilts in that I can while I have the time to do it. And I actually made videos on these. They're on my YouTube page. If you want to take a look at those and see how they were made, I did take step-by-step video instructions on these. And here are the 2 quilts side by side. So that's it for my 6 months journey from beginning with free motion quilting clear up to using a Longarm machine over the last 6 months. I hope you enjoyed my journey, and I hope you continue to follow my journey over the next 6 months and see where it takes me. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to catch you later.